Hello Aries, welcome back to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming. If you're new, welcome. Hope you enjoy the reading. This is a general reading for your sign. Just turn this over here. Okay. Bottom of the astrology deck is South Node. So some karmic things coming in there for you, which is very much a Piscean thing. So this is about karmic to do with you know what you have built up with your person in other lifetimes. Let's see what we've got here. This one wanted to come out. Resolutions and endings may come in, but this can be cycle shifts. It's not necessarily the end of a relationship, but it could also be like some aspect of it is falling away and a new era begins, or you go to a new level. You'll just have to see how it resonates for you. Bottom of the goddess deck is Soulless bodies of water, so spend time near water, very important. But there's things being shifted. This is all about the past and baggage, whether this is emotional baggage from previous relationships or within this relationship, but it can be to do with past lives as well. So it could be, as I said, you've come in with a karmic contract with this person, and it's about working through those issues, what it is you've come here to work on, and their appearance in your life, what role they're playing, and how you are going to deal with the with what needs to be done. So let's get a destiny card now. Discretion, okay. Let's get a moonology. A new start is coming. Okay, so there it is. So you've got Kali endings and beginnings, but it says a new start is coming. So some sort of shift is occurring, which is going to change a few things. Bottom of the moonology deck is full moon in Gemini. The answers you need are coming. So I feel you're going to get some insights, which is what the spiritual side of Pisces is all about. It's that deep instinct and intuition. And the discretion, I feel, is about keeping things sacred within your relationship, if that applies to you. You know, just keep it, what is going on, or what you're thinking or feeling and all that, just keep it sacred with your person. So now for you, as I said, between you and your person, this can be interchangeable. You may see qualities in them that you are reflecting and so on. But this is the position for you. So Sagittarius, I see Isolde, undying love. So it says the love you have shared is eternal regardless of the situation. And then we've got Sagittarius, I see. So I feel this is about seeing the bigger picture of your relationship. All right. So this is actually understanding the deeper concept of the relationship. Whatever role this person is playing in your life, you know, however long they are going to be in it with you, whether you're just starting the relationship or you've been in this for some time, it's about stepping back and seeing the bigger picture. That is what the Sagittarius energy is all about. It really is deep intuition. It's the intuitive processes, so it's understanding the deeper aspects of your relationship and also seeing into their getting a glimpse of their situation. You may be understanding things, or you may be seeing things now that you did not see before. And with Isolde, this can be, in some cases, this can be letting go of past experiences, preconceived ideas, and your feelings about a relationship or relationships in general, or your particular part in this relationship. It's about seeing that and letting go of the past, letting go of aspects which have either ended or closed down or shifted or changed, and it's about opening yourself up to new love or to renewed love. But it really is the love vibration. So whatever went down before, whether it's with your person or in other relationships, whatever stage you are in your life, this is about acknowledging that every relationship that you have been in, I'm talking about love relationships, every relationship you have been in, everything that you put into that relationship is recorded in the Akashic records. It's all recorded there. And so don't think for 1 minute that whatever you have put into this current relationship or any others has been lost or is just not ever acknowledged. That's not true. It is recorded, it is there, and it's always going to be an undying love, whether it's for this person or others. And by that it means that it's a universal system of recording. So the love you have shared is always going to be there. And when you pass from this life, the only thing you take with you is love, who you loved and what you loved. All right. So it's important that you place it, in that context. Doesn't mean that you have to keep carrying a candle for that situation or that person or that experience for the rest of your life. You can rest assured that it has been recorded and it is there, but you are now opening yourself up to a new phase. So this is perhaps a new understanding of your situation, understanding of your relationship, understanding of your person, seeing things, seeing the big picture, and really, sort of going through a deep healing. And so this is about accessing that healing, and completing things and getting a really deep grasp of what love is and the spiritual concept of love. So but as you go through a renewal, you go through deep healing, and you come out at the other side and you are ready to open up to a new level of love, or to new love, or whatever is appropriate for you. All right. So spend time in nature, get out, be social, mix and mingle, do whatever you have to do, especially if you are not with your person. There may be some reason why you are not together, or you're only in sort of occasional communication, or perhaps you're just not in the same place. That can happen. Now with the Sagittarius energy, it could be that there's a bit of travel involved. Sometimes that can come in with Sagittarius, but this is about expansion. This is about understanding. This is about intuition, and this is about exploration and adventure. So just understand that this process of healing and then moving into a new phase of love is an adventure. It is a learning exercise, and the whole concept of now undergoing swift and very swift and comprehensive healing comes in with undying love. And then opening yourself up to new circumstances, to a new level of love and a new understanding of you and your person, or just of you, depending on your situation. Now, for here, your person is undergoing quite a bit of healing as well. So healing is a very big theme here. So you may need to apply this to your person. So Mary Magdalene, unconditional love. Love yourself, others, and every situation, no matter what the outward appearances may be. And that can certainly be Isolde's theme as well. All right. So really, just apply this to your person. Your person is going through quite a lot of healing. They are healing a lot of wounds, and going through quite deep processes. But the only way they can heal from that is to open the wounds up and let the light in, go through forgiveness rituals, and actually do all of that. Now, a lot of that is done in dream work or in the dream state. And so Pisces can really activate that. All right. So they could be doing a lot of work while they're sleeping. So, or dreaming. So, but it's about unconditional love, and they have to get in touch with this as well. You will also have to, but this is what they are going through, what they're understanding at this point. And with the Pisces energy, that can really hit home, because that is what it's a very high vibration for Venus to be in, and the Sun and Neptune. So really very high Pisces energy, very watery, very spiritual energy. And then you've got the other side, and they may be reflecting on their past. They may be thinking about what caused the wounding, how the wounding occurred, how they got themselves in those situations. So this could be past relationships, but it could, if you've been together a long time, then this could be understanding deeper aspects of your relationship or what you've been through. And what what your person has been through with you. But coming to understand this, loving themselves, very, very, very important. So they're going to be learning lessons about that, and then they can love others. All right. So whatever you've discussed, or whatever you've been through, or whatever stage you're in, love yourself first, and this applies to you as well, and then you can love others, because then your cup is full. All right, you can't give from an empty cup. So this is a major lesson. So I feel that both of you are going through this, and this is just being reflected in this manner for them. But this is some sort of understanding needs to be had of unconditional love. They need to do forgiveness rituals. They need to go through the forgiveness routine to release their energy from past situations where it's been trapped because of non-forgiveness, or because they just have suppressed it, and needs to be released. The wound needs to be opened up so that the light can get in, and then the healing can come in. And they will learn a lot from this experience. And in some cases, some of them may be able to help others with the same thing, or just their advice, or just their presence around others who are going through the same thing can be very helpful. All right. Also, spending time in nature will be very helpful for them. And anything to do with nature, actually. Also, all natural therapies, natural healing, if they are open to that. In some cases, this can be, vibrational healing, as in flower essences and so on, or it can go right through to, sort of some other form of healing. There's many, many different types. So Reiki or whatever is applicable for them, even just meditation, So that may be applicable. So if you can help in any way, shape with that, then fine. But just know that this is the process that they are going through. And you may see aspects of that in yourself, because this is why you're together. All right, you've set a course together, and this is what you've got to work on now. So for the situation, you've got void of course moon. So there is some delay, or just things have gone quiet. Things are going into a sort of a shadow phase where there won't be much happening. But this is purposeful, all right, because the moon goes through a shadow phase between signs where it looks like nothing's happening. But that is, things are not what they seem. That is what this energy is about. And this gives you time to contemplate this. Pele, divine passion. Be honest with yourself. What is your heart's true desire? All right. So what you need to be thinking about is your place in this relationship, and where you're at with it. And in the meantime, if you're going to stick with this relationship, if you're really going to apply yourself, then how do you get in touch with the divine passion? And normally this is the ideal time to work on yourself while you're going through this quiet period where there doesn't appear to be much happening. It's not a great time to be launching big things, or initiating big things, because it's a shadow period. It's a time for dreaming, planning, rest, recovery, and this may very well be for your person. Your person may have gone through some deep healing, or deep could have been over a number of months, and they're now going through a recovery period. So not much is going to happen, all right? But it's also a time for you to be going through that, because you are also going through deep healing. And this is a time of contemplation, of really seeing the big picture. And you can do that through dreams, resting, recovering, but also planning and thinking about the future, but just in the planning phase. This is a pause to gather your energy and your resources. It's a pause period. All right. And during that time, you get in touch with your divine passion, which is also time for your own self-development, to fill up your own cup, which is about your particular interests, what you want to do with your life. That's very, very important, because you will lead the way in this, because, it's coming. This is a very strong energy. This is about not doing things robotically. This is not doing things like other people do, or what's expected of you. This is about doing what is in your heart and following that. And allowing that, giving that permission to come out, and allow that passion to come in, because you can't just do things the way they always have been. You need to change it up. You need to get in touch with what makes you move, what gets you up in the day, and what will ignite this in the relationship as well. But it's a dreaming and thinking phase until you can bring this in. Now, for the advice section, as I said, there's Kali, endings and beginnings. The old must be released so that the new can enter. And then you've got lunar eclipse change. So there's a lot of eclipse energy coming in here. There's eclipse there. And as I said, this is the lunar eclipse aspect as well. The next eclipse will be in May. So Now, with this, Kali is the ultimate get things done goddess. So there is some big cycle shift going on here. So whether you are wrapping things up or your person is wrapping things up or you are in it together, but there are things that are ending and things that are beginning. So it could be a phase that you've been, or a cycle that you're in, or it could be that there's been lots of other things going on which are now completing and finishing and moving out of your lives, and it's laying the ground for a new fresh start. All right, but it's saying that the old must be released. So whether this is them or whether this is you or this is within your relationship, as I said, you need to get in touch with your divine passion. Each of us are responsible for this. We are responsible for our own happiness. Nobody else can give you that. All right, so get in touch with your own self in the meantime, your own passion. Get busy with what it is that you are wanting to start or initiate, but wait until this energy comes in, because there's a pause period initially. So just go through the thinking and the dreaming phase at this time until you get the go ahead. And then you can move forward. But this is about releasing, and this can be karmic issues that you've both been working on. So this can be karmic issues that you've come into this lifetime to work on with this person from previous times that you were together. It could also be to do with jobs, or it could be to do with a way of life that you perhaps have led even together or on your own. So things have to be released at this time in order to bring this newness in, this fresh start, this new beginning. And the lunar eclipse change is just reiterating that again. This can unfold within 6 weeks, or within it can unfold over a 6-month period, but the initial change is always usually abrupt. So it can be a quick shift from one phase to the other, or one cycle to another. And it can be that you were wondering about this sort of occurring, or there were inklings of things, but once this energy comes in, it can happen very quickly and very abruptly, so it's like a bubbling over. Something just bubbles over, and now you've got a completely different landscape from where you were before. And so this can be a change within the relationship, or you may be deciding other things. Just take it as it resonates for you. So whichever, but so new moon is always fresh start. This is, something new is beginning, and Kali is reiterating that, and so is lunar eclipse change. So there's a big change coming in. But it's how you handle the change, your attitude to the changes. This could even just be a massive realization or some kind of perception shift. It can be a physical change. So in other words, like a relocation or a change of residence or a change of position in life. You may be changing work or whatever it is, lifestyle. This can be quite a big shift, but it can also be purely a perception or a realization shift. And that is entirely possible with, as I said, with that Pisces energy as we start off this phase. So, but something is ending, something is beginning, things are being let go of. You've got South Node, which is about releasing things, releasing the past. For you and your person, or within the relationship, to take it as it resonates for you. But a new beginning is coming in, and this is going to bring in fresh energy. And the bottom of the Moonology is the answers you need are coming, full moon in Gemini. So there's communication coming in, whether it's, if, as I said, it may just be a discussion with your person, or you may be hearing news. It could be worldwide news, or it could be something specifically for you, or it could be coming from your person. So, there's communication, there's opening up of the channels coming in, but it's like a result. But it can also be forgiveness related, and it can also be just some sort of like a forgiveness ritual, but also it can be feeling grateful. Perhaps this big shift that you're going through is going to bring in new things which really are going to move you forward tremendously. And I do feel that will happen with Kali, because she's the ultimate get things done goddess. And with lunar eclipse, you can literally shift overnight from one place to another, or in your mindset or your attitude. So lots of newness coming in, and so your answers are on their way, whether it's written or verbal. It's Gemini, so it's communication based. It could even be document or contract based. But certainly a new beginning is coming in, some sort of new start, and in some cases it will be very quick and very sudden. And but she's saying, don't be afraid, all right? Don't be afraid to let go of the past, to move forward, because it's going to bring in It's going to bring in everything that's necessary, and it's inevitable. All right, it's inevitable what you're going to go through here. Then we've got here for the potential or the outcome, we've got Ishtar boundaries, and we've got second house. We've also got here soulless bodies of water. Spend time near water such as a lake, river, or the ocean to recharge your battery. So again, a lot of Piscean energies once we're starting this period of the reading. And so spend time near on or in a water body, whatever you can get to, whether it's a lake or a river or the ocean, or even just do water rituals at home, because the water is a spiritual body, all right, very spiritual body. It will cleanse your aura, it will detox, it will cleanse away all the negativity, but you need to actually be immersed in it. You can do it in the shower or in the bath. You can have sea salt baths, do whatever you can, but it's about getting in touch with this emotional energy, and you can meditate on it as well. You can walk near water, you can spend time near water, you can perhaps take a weekend away or just have a break, and some sort of perhaps, you know, even if it's a day or a weekend or whatever you can manage to recharge your batteries, because there's a lot of healing and shifting and changing going on here, and that because this healing is swift that you're going through, and it will be comprehensive. And once you've been through this healing and these changes, and you've examined your attitude and how you're going to approach the changes, because your attitude is going to determine how this is going to unfold, all right? Be open. Know that these changes have to happen. It's inevitable. It's for your highest good, and don't fear them, and just go with it. But make sure that you are recharging your batteries, that you are actually going through this this change in the best possible way that you can. So look after your energies, very, very important. And then with this, as I said, the South Node life state, so this is about releasing karmic things that you have built up with your person from past lives, but also in this lifetime, releasing the past. Let it go. It doesn't serve you anymore. Find resolution, dissolve things, complete things, actually, you know, find resolution, release the past so that you can now move forward. And this can be in lots of ways. This can be, as I said, to do with external things like where you're living or where you're working. Release all of that, release the past, and move forward, because that is where you're going to be going. And this is drop the baggage, let it go, and welcome this healing and this new expansion, this expansion that's coming in. Welcome the healing, and open that up, and let go of the past. Hope you enjoyed that. Please take care. Don't forget to like and share, or like and subscribe. And have a wonderful month, and I will see you next time. Take care.